Assalamu alaikum everyone. Yes, Marzieh here with yet another reading strategy for you all, and it's called the SQ3R Method. Well, this method was introduced by Francis P. Robinson. He was an American education philosopher, and he wrote this in his book called Effective Study, which was published in 1946. Yes, way back then, but very effective to date. So I usually use this in my classroom. Very effective and a pleasure going through it. So let's begin with the SQ3R method. The SQ3R method is a more efficient and active approach to reading textbook material. So what is the SQ3R method? What does it interpret? What are the abbreviations about? S. Let's begin with S. S is to survey. And by survey, I mean look at the title, read the subheading, charts and images, familiarizing yourself with the text. So that means survey. Q is for question. Turn all the titles, subtitles, subheadings into questions, into WH questions. What, where, why, when, and how. That's what really helps over here, is you change the title into a question, change the subheadings into questions, or change the first sentence of every paragraph into a question. So you're questioning yourself on what you're reading and creating that inference where you will be able to understand what you are reading. Okay? Let me give you an example. There's a title, Adam's Wine. Now the question to that is, what is Adam's Wine? I made that up myself. When I read Adam's Wine, I said, excuse me, what is Adam's Wine? What is the writer referring to? I just couldn't figure out. Then there were these subheadings which said scarcity of water. So I read it and I said, why is he talking about the scarcity of water? Which country is he referring to? Then the next subheading was disasters caused by the climate which make us feel better. And I thought to myself, how do disasters caused by the climate make us feel better? I was kind of thrown. And then the third subheading was far-flung flooding. And whoa, I said, oh my God, which areas get affected by far-flung flooding? I really need to find out. So this created a curiosity in my mind about what I was going to read and what was being projected in that material, which I had no idea about. So what do? You basically quiz yourself and create that understanding for yourself through questioning yourself. Then we come to the 3 R's. The first R is read. It says read each paragraph by applying the skimming technique. Okay, so read each paragraph, the first and the last sentences, circle anything you see that is numbers and then all, you get an idea, all right? And do make a note on the side. The topic sentence usually gives you the answer to your question, okay? As you read further, you say, oh, this is what it was meant by far-flung flooding. Oh, so this is what he meant by scarcity of water, because you already quizzed yourself. And your mind was kind of perplexed, and yet then you went in further and you were able to find the answers. So the first R is read. Second R is recite. You know, if you're at home and you're reading kind of under your breath or in your mind, just answer the questions which you formulated, which you made. Just answer this, that, or what is the far-flung area? Okay, all right, these were the far-flung areas. This is what the writer meant. And then move on. So the second R is for recite. So you're basically going over it, okay, your revision. The third R is for review. You review your answers by reading the passage and making sure your questions have the relevant explanation. So, you know, you've broken it down. Whatever, it's a short report, it's your business writing, business communication, you've broken it down so well that eventually you're able to get the general idea. You got the answers that were kind of troubling you, the questions that were kind of troubling you, you found the answers to them, and this leads you to familiarizing yourself with the given text. I hope this will come handy for reading short reports, as the SQ3R method has been used since the 1940s in the corporate world too. And I feel in the corporate world it's very helpful, because I've done corporate training, and I've found it to be very helpful when I have actually imparted it to my students, and they have been able to sort of get on with the idea and latched onto it and used it. So thank you very much, everyone. And for more detailed practice on this, on learning methodologies, on super learning, come to the PACC, because you need to get deeper into all this. This is just a general overview of the videos that we're releasing right now. It gives you a general overview of what is being taught at the PACC, how we go about it, and the quality of our teachers. So do come back, register at the PACC for our online classes. Remember, we have it since 1959. Thank you, and Khuda Hafiz.